Figma's AI Agent, the plain version. Here's an evening a lot of designers know. It's 9 at night, the review is at 10 tomorrow morning, and your screen is a mess. One version of the layout you're presenting, 3 half-formed ideas still in your head, and a dozen cards filled with lorem ipsum. There are 3 specific moves to get through this exact night. I'll walk you through them, and if you stick with me for the 3rd move, we'll see how it addresses the feeling of dread that usually precedes a morning review. First, we need to locate the tool. Figma's AI Agent is a new item located right in your Figma Design sidebar, under Agents. It's a native tool, not an external plugin, and not a separate window. It's rolling out across the professional, organization, and enterprise plans. To use it, you just type what you want in plain language, exactly the way you would ask a colleague, and it executes the instructions on your canvas. This AI is built to use your established design system. It pulls your brand colors, your components, and your text styles. It produces real, presentation-ready work instead of generic gray boxes that you'd eventually have to throw away. Walking into a review with only one hand-built screen forces a specific dynamic. You present your single idea, and you're often left defending it against every critique. Move 1 shifts that dynamic. We are going to use the AI agent to explore multiple directions before committing to one. Instead of building alternatives from scratch, ask the agent, "Give me 3 more directions for this screen." Because it references your design system, these new variations instantly inherit the correct brand colors, typography, and spacing. You now arrive at the review with a spectrum of high-fidelity options. You can say, "Here are 3 approaches, I recommend this one, and here's why." The meeting becomes a collaborative choice rather than a defense. If you look at what actually consumes your time on review prep night, it's rarely the core design thinking. It's the mechanical chores, filling cards with data or resizing layouts, that require a lot of time but very little judgment. Move 2 offloads that. We pass the batch processing busy work over to the agent by feeding it plain language commands. Tell the agent to fill these 12 cards with realistic content, or apply the new heading style across every frame. This happens live on the multiplayer canvas, allowing you to run multiple agents at once on different tasks. By offloading the labor that any careful hour could achieve, you preserve your attention for the design decisions that actually require your expertise. That brings us to the core of the stress, the fear of being caught off guard by an obvious oversight or an edge case you missed. Move 3 addresses this by using the agent to conduct an adversarial review before anyone else sees the canvas. You assign it specific personas. Ask it, "Review this as a skeptical VP of product. What would they push on?" Or, "Look at this as a brand new user. Where do they get confused?" Point the agent at an old comment thread and ask it to summarize which issues remain unresolved or what feedback is still open. The agent hands back the critique and identifies the gaps. You fix those notes tonight, ensuring that tomorrow's review stays focused on real design decisions rather than obvious oversights. Building variations, chasing down placeholder text, and fixing inconsistent styles used to take most of an evening. Call it 3 hours. With the AI agent, you run these 3 moves and you're done in about 30 minutes. You finish the night with alternative layout options, visually clean frames, and the obvious feedback already addressed. This workflow keeps the designer in control. You still made every critical call on direction, taste, and judgment. The AI simply handled the tasks that weren't really design. Open Figma Design, find the Agents tab in your sidebar, and try it before your next scheduled review. The agent removes the mechanical labor and the mental bracing, returning those hours of the evening to you.